Okay, so this is an annoying game to play. There's three variants of Metroid 2, which is what this game that I'm playing is. There is the original base Metroid 2 on the Game Boy Advanced. Or not the Game Boy Advance, sorry, the original old school Game Boy, which is a complete and utter nightmare to emulate because one, it's an old Game Boy game, so it's a nightmare to do anyways. Where's my... What? What's up with it now? Can I shrink down to get it? Yeah. Why was it... It's acting like it wasn't, like it didn't exist. So I have to get all my, like, docs and screen preview and everything I want correctly, and it's now bugging out because I have to properly, like, size it and crap. Does that look like garbage? It's gonna be some bars at the top and the bottom, but it should be fine. Anyway, detail real quick what this is. Recording Metroid 2 itself is a nightmare because it's a Game Boy original game that has the Game Boy Player variants for the Game Boy Player on the NES, so it has color schematics. MGBA, the Game Boy emulator, gets confused by this and tries to use those color palettes, but then anytime you try to change your settings or your controls, it forgets that those are not base game settings and undoes them. Like, it has them on by default, but then when you actually change your proper settings, it forgets that the colors are supposed to be there, and it just goes back to black and white. Plus, it's an old GBA or Game Boy Advance game, so it sucks, or Game Boy game, so it sucks to begin with. So there's that. So I can't play that version. There's Metroid 2 Samus Returns on the 3DS, which is the best variant of this game you can get. However, it is a nightmare to emulate because it's still considered like a strong system, so my weak little laptop can't really fully do it. So I'm stuck playing AM2R, which is just a relatively crappy remake of it. Oh, is the zone... Oh, is it cut off? It is. Son of a gun. Okay, should look better. Let's see, how does it look? I think it looks fine. Half the bottom's not cut off anymore. This version exists. It's not the best version, but it's the most readily available version of Metroid 2 I can get. So I'm stuck with it. It's basically just, it takes Zero Mission's engine and makes Metroid 2 out of it. Metroids. Numerous incidents in the past have brought light to the highly destructive power of these life forms, spreading fear across all known planetary systems. Hoping to secure peace in the galaxy, the Galactic Federation orders the extermination of the Metroid species. I was the best candidate for the job. This graphic of Samus is ugly. Once again, I found myself standing alone amidst the Metroid menace. What horrors await me within the depths of their homeworld? And as we learn in Samus Returns, like, the Metroids are actually a good thing. But yeah, this uses Zero Mission assets, but has, like, the Super Metroid-based ship, and it's Metroid 2. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to shit on the game and say it's, like, the worst thing ever or whatever, but it's just not the best variant of the actual game you can get. That would be 3DS, but In terms of my, like, what I actually have access to, this is the best I got. Better than the first one, I guess. Or the original. Anyway, it uses, you know, fully custom control schemes, so you can have free reign of the game. I'm gonna have to get used to this mechanic. There's just random, like, blocks that aren't slopes like this one. So you have to either jump over them or press the jump button when you press into them. Anyway, basic other controls. I have my control scheme set to Zero mission, or Fusion. So L, you know, L is the aiming. My R is that I can morph. There's a couple other controls I don't need access to at the moment. You do want to try to keep your missiles for a little chunk of time. Like, yeah, sure, they're nice to use. Man, I'm gonna have to really get used to these controls. Because I'm playing with a stick, basically. You want to keep your missiles for a little chunk. You start this game with 30 of them and Morph Ball, making this the first Metroid game where you start with Morph Ball. This does technically count as you not starting with Morph Ball if it is the first item you get. Especially in Super, where it takes like 2 minutes to get it. I'm sure someone got stuck needing a Morph Ball and was upset that they didn't have it. Okay, can I change my controls on the fly? Because I think I'm gonna have to change them. What's this, man? Okay, yeah. Now I gotta find out what button does what. Aim up, A down, okay. Arm weapon can be Y. But then I'll have it set to toggle. It's a map. Gonna have to swap that real quick because it's reversed. Controls. Could have figured this out earlier, but what's dead zone? Oh, analog dead zone. I think that's how much you have to actively like touch the stick. Let's crank it up and see how bad it is. Huh? It's not bad. Immediately forgetting that I just changed the buttons. Yep, zero mission, so it's using normal doors. Save station, stand on top of this. And it saves. There's no... I don't get access to save state, so... this is the best I've got. Anyway, Room of Lava. Oh, is my health's cut off? Oh, and it's actually cut off, too. Ugh. This is a nightmare to... actually set up. Yeah. There we go. Was that good? Yeah, it looks better. And my gimmick of this game. Metroids exist. Yep, you just have to beat on them. Meanwhile, there's an earthquake. Where's this icon? I don't know. I think that icon indicates that there's a Metroid there. Yeah, it's a skull, so it's a Metroid. Anyway, the point of this game, lava's gone, you're basically locked into areas. When you're in an area, you have to kill all the Metroids in the area. And upon doing so, upon killing every enemy in an specifically Metroids in an area, you will reposition lava and let you go down further. Boy, I might have to play with the D-pad, which I don't like typically doing. Unless I fiddle with, like, the safe zone. So I have to specifically hold the button more. Because that is kind of what I want. I want it so I have to hold down the stick quite a bit more. Yeah. That fully shuts it off. So this might be good. No, it's still doing it. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna have to make do. Anyway, this area had lava in it originally. Not anymore. So the further you go down, the more you'll encounter tougher and tougher enemies. Typically, the lava rooms you encounter are your objective. They're, you know, they let you know that you're in the new Metroid area, and that you have to, you know, perform a bit of extinction work. Every area has a set number of Metroids you have to fight. This area has 4. You can tell by the top right up next to the minimap. This game does have a couple areas. So this is one, like this is its own area. I'm not missing any HP, so I don't need to farm health. I could scan all the new information or read all the information I get. Oh yeah, I need to also... Oh yeah. Well, looks like I'm going to... looks like I'm not telling how long the recording is. I'm just going to check by size. Anyway, here's some information you can read. Mission briefing. Exterminate all the Metroid organisms. Locate and bring assistance to the Galactic Federation research rescue teams. That's my objectives. It's A to get in and out of it, okay. Planetary destination, or designation is SR388. It's a remote planet absent on most galactic charts. Federation research indicates it is the natural home world of the Metroid species. Its outer crust is hollowed out with massive cave systems, which are home to an ecosystem that is yet to be fully studied. First expedition to SR388 revealed the existence of Chozo ruins. Earthquakes. The massive cave system is located between two tectonic plates, largely flooded by an extremely dense and caustic substance similar to magma. The recent earthquake has altered the cave layout, and hazardous substances have drained to lower levels. The cause of the earthquake is unknown. Initial global scans detected no instability in the region. No. Okay. I don't actually think I care about the lore and stuff. Life cycle, Alpha Metroid. It's just information. I don't think I want to skip that, though. I do think I want to explore as much as I can. Well, I guess I know what I'm getting. Actually, you know what? No, you can't defeat me. Yeah, I guess it'll defeat me. I'm not gonna give it too long of an attempt. This does follow zero mission rules, where missile doors are usually useful. And a very ugly Chozo statue. Bombs. Press B in morph mode to... What's the timing? Is it zero missions? Where you have to be very, like, quick with it? Yeah, it is. Man, yeah, I want to play Dread again. It's been a couple minutes since I've played Dread. I liked Dread. That game does have a lot of issues with it, though. I gotta remember, it's L that I can just insta-morph. What? Oh, a shoot switch. Suit energy is increased by 100 units. Actually, I think there's more I want in that area. I guess I have to find the hidden switch. Or find the correct orientation for them. Okay, is that everything in here? Yeah. Well, everything in that one section. Is there gonna be another one? Because that... Oh, it was useless to do this. Other than it being a situation for me to show off in. Oh, I also forgot to mention, there's an important detail in this game. I was talking about how it's, in my opinion, the worst variant of this game. This game is weird because when it was being made... Oh, can't open that door. Like, they hyped it up that it was being made. You know, they announce it and they do, you know, they're proud of themselves, so they're doing, you know, all the stuff you would typically do for a project. Nintendo didn't do anything to them until the very end, to where they shut down the project. So this game, like, I don't want to say it got too big for its britches, but they certainly overhyped it, and they put it too much on the radar. So of course, you know, Dad and Nintendo gets their hand in it. Okay, is this a charge door? Nope. Metroid 2 is more exploration focused than the other ones. Oh, can I dash in the Morphball, or is the Morphball just this speedy? There's another item I can get here? Where? Wait, what? Yeah, make me bomb jump, huh? Might be something later, I don't know. Don't know why I would need Charge Beam. At the moment, it's not doing all that much good. I guess as like a backup for needing missiles for the Metroids. Oh, I know what I get here. Spider Ball. I was about to say, yeah, is that the damaging vines? Spider Ball just completely breaks the need for platforming. It is literally just... you can do whatever. You gotta be careful with bombs, though, because they do instantly knock you off of the wall. And of course, it lets you do this. Because most of this game takes place in a cave, you don't have to actually worry too much about finding things. That could have been bad. I'm doing this primarily for a completion thing, because I remember a lot of the locations of the items in Samus Returns. I don't remember the locations in AM2R. I'm sure a lot of them are the same locations, but it's just maybe the puzzles are different. I do like that it's zero missions bomb timing. However, that will cause me an issue, because bombing on the ceiling is not going to be easy. Okay. Hey, what time am I clocking in at? 30 minutes. I can go for longer. Actually, no, I won't. I'll be done here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.